Hey guys, so long time no talk. I don't think I've made a video in about 2 months. Honestly, I was really stressed, I was burnt out, I was depressed, and I felt myself kind of like slipping and giving into hustle culture, which is so normalized now, but it's basically when you're like overworking yourself to the point of exhaustion, and like people don't talk about how negative it affects you, but it really does. And everyone just acts like it's fine and like it's a part of life and like they love it and they thrive off of, you know, being super go all the time and having all these things on their plate and all these deadlines, when in reality a lot of people hate it and it sucks and it can really negatively affect you. And I feel like a lot of people who kind of participate and like encourage hustle culture really look down on people who, you know, just don't work like that. And a lot of people just don't work like that. I was constantly seeing people post all over social media about their day-to-day life and just like hustling to get their bag and like literally waking up at like 5 a.m. and not going to bed till like 2 a.m. and like doing all this stuff. And I felt like I was letting you guys down because I couldn't get as much done as I thought other people were getting done, which I think is, I mean, it's honestly not good. I was comparing myself, but how can you not? Like, with social media, you can do anything that you can to, you know, just do your own thing and not let other people bother you, but we're all human and it's gonna happen and you're gonna be influenced by other people and you're going to compare yourself to others just because that's life. And for me, seeing people post all of that stuff, it honestly just constantly seems like every single day is a race to who can get the most done, and if you don't do that, then you're not going to be successful, which is just super toxic and not healthy at all. And a lot of people, like, people can't run on no sleep, and I was getting to the point where I was like go every single day and sleeping 4 or 5 hours and then waking up and redoing it all again and feeling like I still couldn't get everything that I wanted to done, whether that came with school, because like I do school full-time, or work, because I also work a full-time styling job, and then YouTube, and I just wasn't, you know, I wasn't where I thought that I should be. And it's so hard to keep going when you feel so burnt out. I do a lot of things. I have a lot on my plate, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not trying to sugarcoat this or like make an excuse for it or anything, but you know, I'm in school, I have another job, I do YouTube, I have been doing this for about 7 years now, and you know, I'm not trying to complain. I love everything that I do. I honestly am a person who likes to, you know, have a schedule and like a lot of things to do because it keeps me busy, and you know, I'm someone who enjoys that. But when you push yourself to the edge, that's just not good. And I know stress is like a normal part of dealing with growing up and, you know, going through college and going through life, but it shouldn't be a detriment to where like I was literally laying in my bed like having a complete meltdown to my boyfriend, and he was like, you know, I think you need a break. And I'm trying to work on balancing, you know, the fine line between work and relaxing and like taking time for myself every single day. But I really needed a break, and that's kind of why I haven't really been posting. And I felt like me being on social media all the time was kind of making it like 110 times worse. Like I said, I had so many meltdowns. I felt like I was letting myself down. I felt like I was letting you guys down, and it was just, I was spiraling farther until I just felt really bad. And you know, my YouTube channel, which is something that I started when I was 15, became one of the biggest stressors I've ever had in my life. And you know, I wasn't really talking about it, and what became as like one of the most fun things I've ever done became like one of the most stressful and painful things I was doing. And I just really let the hustle culture get to my head. And you know, everyone's path and everyone's journey in life, whether it comes with, you know, personal life or work, career, is going to be different. And my journey isn't going to be like anyone else's, and neither is yours. And that's something that's really hard to grasp, especially with social media and everyone's blasting their lives everywhere. You like, I mean, it's easy to compare yourself, and I am guilty of it. Like, I feel like everyone is. You know, and I really want to be someone who's efficient with my time and is like, you know, realistic about what I can get done on a day-to-day basis, and it's something that I'm trying to work on every single day. For my whole life since I graduated high school, I've always been like go, like I want to do it all and I want to do it now. And a few years ago I had to kind of sit back and realize like it's okay, you don't have to do everything all at once. Like, I don't need to have like $1 million by the time I'm 25. Like, I don't need to run my own business by the time I'm 24. Like, you know, my life is gonna look different from anyone else's, and whenever any of that stuff, if it happens, and then it's happening at the right time. And it's really hard to feel like you're not in control, because I'm very much someone who, you know, likes to control everything and is very like organized and methodical in what I do. So that's something that's been really like tough for me to realize as I've gotten older. You know, I really stopped making videos because I was super depressed, and that's not something that I have really shared on my channel before, but it's something that I wanted to talk about and, you know, leave open here, because I know that a lot of people go through it, and I wanted to share my experience. I'm not trying to complain. I don't want you guys to pity me, but I want my channel to be an open space for communication. Like, if you're feeling this way, or if you just need a community of people who can come together and talk about their feelings or talk about life and, you know, maybe learn some health and beauty tips as well, you know, that's great. But I just want this to be like a safe place for you guys, and where I can feel comfortable to kind of let this out, because for a long time I feel like my channel wasn't very telling of like what was going on the inside. It was very like superficial and outside, and I really want to have both of that on my channel. Not like superficial, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I love sharing my fitness tips or health tips or skincare tips or food or whatever, but I also want to just do stuff like this where I'm just talking to you guys about life and, you know, how I'm feeling and what's going on, and I want you to feel open to do the same thing here. I decided to step away from social media and just really focus on what would fulfill me, like mentally and physically, and not worry about, you know, who was watching my stories, or like who was viewing my videos, or like what was going on, or like who I was watching. And I've also like kind of had to filter through my own social media to like, you know, monitor my own consumption and what's healthy for me and what's not, which that's really helped, honestly, a lot as well. I also have been like really trying to get into a routine, and that's really helps me kind of get out of that funk when it comes to like work and school and YouTube, and just trying to balance it all, and, you know, still like work out, because that is something that really helps me mentally and physically. And it's a hard balance, especially when you do have a lot going on. And, you know, I'm in the season of my life where I have a lot going on, and I feel like a lot of you guys, if you're in college, you probably understand that as well. But I wanted to kind of like come on here and just share my experience and tell you guys that like, it's not about what you get done, it's about the quality of what you're getting done, and, you know, how you feel, and how like you should feel proud of what you're doing and excited for what you're doing, and not like you're just like super sad and running yourself into the ground and you're exhausted and you can't like put your all into something that you love. So anyways, I'm gonna be back to posting every single week. I am thinking I'm gonna be posting on Wednesdays for sure. 100% you're always gonna get a video on Wednesday. I know for sure that one video a week is 100% doable for me, and, you know, if I can get up another bonus content, that'll be up on Saturdays, like today. So, you know, I'm gonna shoot for 2, but 100% there will always be one video up on Wednesdays. I really want to enjoy posting and sharing things and sharing my life, and I want the content to be quality, and, you know, quality is better than quantity, because I don't want to become a robot and like nothing is like valuable to you guys, because that's why I'm here, is to help you guys and serve you guys and, you know, enjoy what I'm doing. But I'm super happy to be back, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it could help you in one way or another. Hustle culture is super toxic, and it's something that's been really normalized, and it contributes to a lot of people's anxieties, depressions. It can just make you spiral even when you're not someone who normally struggles with something like that. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on this and give you guys a little life update. I hope this could help you in any way possible, and I'm doing so much better, and, you know, I'm working on balancing my life and figuring out like what I want to do with my life, because I'm gonna graduate next year. I'm a senior in college now, which is like also I think a big reason I've been so stressed out lately, but I'm working on it. I'm doing actually really good. You know, I've been posting a lot more on my social media. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should, because that's where I post there every single day. So you will know everything that's going on. I post more about fashion, more about skincare. I really think I'm gonna start getting into IGTV as well. So like content that maybe isn't long enough for a full video on YouTube will be on IGTV. So make sure you're following me on there just to keep up to date, because I literally post there every single day. And if you need someone to talk to, or you just want to chat, my DMs on Instagram are always open. But I love you all. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video on Wednesday. Bye.